what's up? It's Matt in Japan. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're taking a look at from Transformers Legacy Evolution. This is Deluxe Class Shrapnel. So excited to have this guy in hand. So first and foremost, let's take a quick look at the packaging. There you see Shrapnel in the box there. In the open packaging there, a very cool picture of him in his insect mode, his beetle mode, Shrapnel, Transformers Legacy Evolution, Deluxe Class, plastic-free packaging, logos down the right side. You have your QR code on the top. You have a more detailed image of Shrapnel in his robot mode and a close-up of his head there, looking very cool. Product info on the side, you get your standard Legacy Evolution artwork on the side there, and back you have your product images. There is Shrapnel in his robot mode. He converts in 11 steps to his beetle mode. And the Evo Fusion, whatever you want to call it, Evo Fusion gimmick looks like some sort of combined weapon mode there. We'll see more when we open this guy up. So anyways, yeah, that is about it for the packaging. So without further ado, let's get Shrapnel opened up, see what this guy's all about. Okay, so here we have Legacy Evolution Shrapnel out of the box. And before we take a look at his details, let's take a look at the accessories he comes with. He does come with two identical blasters here, just done in a dark purple plastic. And they are not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. I kind of like them. A little bit of detail, a lot of hollowness on them, not sure why. But anyways, that is, he comes with those two, and I'll show you in a sec how those play into his robot mode. And then he has, again, done in a purple plastic, but with some really nice silver paint over the top. A very nice nod to the G1 gun here, and just some really nice detail and really nice silver paint, very, very clean. It does have some ports there, and I'll show you the combined weapon mode, the Evo Fusion gimmick. Just to bring in the G1 gun, there is the G1 on the left, and there's the new Legacy Evolution gun on the right. So definitely you can see where they got their inspiration from. So very, very cool. I'm really glad that they kind of stayed true to the G1 style gun. So anyways, so basically, yeah, he can, as I drop Shrapnel, he can hold his gun like that. And then if you look under his arms, under his forearms, there are two ports like that. And the instructions do say to just kind of peg these in like so. And take this one and peg him in like so. So that's kind of one configuration you can do. So that's actually pretty cool because he has like the gun there, and then he has some like, alternate like weapons underneath his arm. So very, very cool. So taking the gun out, and then I'll show you the Evo Fusion gimmick of the combined mode. There's also a port on the back for weapon storage if you do want to plug in his gun either like this. Kind of gives him a little bit of a cool silhouette there. And then you can always just, if you don't want it sticking up like that, you can turn it around, put it like that, however you want, but weapon storage, always nice. So anyways, let's get this off and let's see what the combined mode or the Evo Fusion gimmick is. So basically what you do is you want to take the gun and then you're going to plug in one gun under here, like so. And then you're gonna plug in one more gun from the back. Actually, there's a port there, and you're gonna plug it in like that. So, and you wanna face that down like that. So basically that is and this is not a secure connection, so I'm not really sure. I wonder if this one fits any better. It's not really the tightest of connections. This gun actually fits a little bit better for some reason, not sure why. Let me just check to see if I have that right. Yes, I do. And then, basically he can hold that. And then this sort of acts as another, let's see here. He can hold that side like so. And again, yeah, so it sort of comes unplugged, but that is basically the Evo Fusion gimmick. He can have two guns, or actually all three guns combined in that mode. So that is the Evo Fusion gimmick. So anyways, taking off the accessories here. And God, I keep dropping this guy. He's a little bit shaky here on the review stand. So anyways, let's get into Shrapnel's details. So first and foremost, taking a look at that noggin there. Very, very cool. Very, very Shrapnel. You get the red paint for the visor. Really nice silver paint on the head, on the face there. And just doing a quick 360 on the head there. Some nice detail on the back there. And going down, I really love again, a nod to the G1 toy with that sort of yellow compartment where the old Diaclone toys used to fit in, the old Diaclone pilots. So you see the nice Decepticon logo there. And I love the rounded shoulders. You get some nice detail there. little bit of detail on the forearms. Not a whole lot going on as far as the robot mode. You know, some nice molded detail or whatever. And then you do see some detail on the legs, which are done in a sort of silvery plastic there. And going down the feet there, again, not too much. I think we'll see more in the insect mode, the alt mode. You do get a little bit of yellow paint, which is nice. Nice contrast to the purple there. So yeah, that is how he looks. And then how he looks on the back. He's very solid. There's no hollow parts except for the back of the thighs there. And he's got tons of ports on the back, again, like I showed you, for weapon storage and such. Now, I know this would have been a huge stretch, but it would have been really nice if they painted this gray plastic. I know it would have been a lot of paint and it probably would have scratched and stuff, but I don't know. Just for just a quick reference, bring in the old G1 Shrapnel. I'm not sure if it was Shrapnel back then or Shrapnel. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But yeah, just having that, like back in the day, like the old G1 toy, having the chrome and stuff there. I don't know. It was really nice. So anyways, kind of old and new scrapnels. I also have this little sort of Legends size shrapnel, or I think actually he was called Shrapnel. So anyways, just a quick comparison there between some shrapnels and scrapnels. Anyways, taking away the old toys here, and let's pause and we'll get into Shrapnel's articulation. And here's just a quick comparison with Legacy Kickback on the left and the new Shrapnel on the right. So yeah, I love the way they scale. And originally when these deluxe class Insecticons came out, I wasn't too thrilled because, you know, when I think of Insecticons, I think kind of small, sort of, you know, core class or even like Legend scale figures. But yeah, I'm definitely liking the deluxe class figures now. So anyways, quick comparison with Kickback. Okay, articulation for Legacy Evolution Shrapnel is as follows. So let's take a quick look. Now his head is a little bit difficult to get to. It is on a swivel joint and it can go the 360. You can kind of use the little crest there to turn it around. Unfortunately, there's not much else. There's no side to side, no up or down or anything. So, you know, I think just because of the design, that's the way his head articulates. And then you want to move the sort of beetle parts up a little bit to allow his shoulder to go the full way around. There is a hinge joint under there, so his shoulders can hinge out like that. And there is an upper bicep swivel there. And there is a little over 90 at the elbow there. There's no wrist articulation except for transformation, so it does go in and out like so. And let's see, that is about it for the arms. He does have a waist swivel, which is right under here. It does go the full 360, and it's actually very, very tight, which is very nice. He can kick back, no pun intended, kick back that far. He can kick up that far. He does have an upper thigh swivel there. He does have about a 90 degree at the knee, and then he can do the full splits. Excuse me, and then he does have the ankle rocker joint, and there's a little bit of toe articulation as well. So pretty standard fare for the deluxe class Insecticon figures in the articulation department. So very, very cool. Gives him some nice poses. So anyways, let's pause. Let's get this guy transformed into his alt mode. All right, let's get down to the transformation, and I'm actually going to transform this on camera. He's only 11 steps, so I thought, hey, why not? Let's try it. I know you're thinking, hey, Matt in Japan never transforms his figures on camera. That is true. I do transform some core class figures just because they're super easy. But yeah, not too confident in the transformation part of my videos. But I will definitely try with this guy. Again, he's only 11 steps, so let's get right into it. So first and foremost, what you want to do, and this is a very cool step. I love the fact that these parts flip down and they hide his face just like you saw on the G1 figure. So very cool. First of all, just flip those two sides down and that covers his head. The next thing you want to do is just get his arms out of the way, and we'll just do a 180 on the waist. And then we want to come to these parts here on the back, and we're going to open up these sections here. And we're going to open up these sections here. Those just fold out like that. And then you're almost going to do a sort of Combiner Wars part right here. We're going to actually move the feet out like that. But then these just collapse like so. And these, the legs just collapse into the bottom like that. And that's actually very, very Combiner Wars there. And then there's a tab and a slot right there. So you just want to click those together like that. And you have sort of pretty much the whole back part done there. And then what you want to do is just to put your attention on the hands, put the arms, the hands, fold them up like that. Now this is a little bit tricky. This step is a little bit tricky. If you look on the side here, there's a notch here, there's a slot here, and a slot here. So those correspond to this peg here, right at the top of his right there. And then there's two pegs sticking out like that. So it's a little bit tricky to get them all to line up. But if you have them all situated, they should peg in. So anyways, there is that. So this little peg notches up into this slot right here. And again, one of those things that's easier said than done. I like to just kind of, if you just slot these in first, everything should just kind of fall into place. I think this is probably the hardest part of the transformation right here, trying to get those lines up. But yeah, like if you just plug that in, and that's pretty secure. Again, you can pretty much push it in. I'm not really sure why they need that upper slot there, but I think just for a secure connection. And then same on the other side. Again, that peg, put it in first, and then everything just kind of falls into place once you put that like that. This side is a little bit more tricky. And again, if you just kind of slot that in, everything does peg in nicely. All right, so that is that. And then what you want to do is take the beetle antenna and just sort of put them like that. And then we're not done yet. Pretty much it's done. And then you want to fold out these bottom pieces to sort of stabilize him. And then again, we're not done yet. So what the instructions say now is to take these 5mm ports here. And then you're going to take these and put them, let's see, I just want to make sure I'm putting them the right way. Let me just reference the instructions here. So those should be facing the back. These should be facing the front. Okay, so these little curly parts on the back should be facing this way. And those just plug in like that. And basically what that does is just give it more stability in the insect mode. I think that's right. Does that look right? Let me just check again. Let me just check one more time. That goes in like that. Yep. And then basically the last thing you want to do is you can take his gun and arm him up, and you can put it on either side. There are two 5mm ports there. And that is the insect mode. So yeah, not a bad transformation at all. So very, very cool. And again, these sort of just act as like stabilizers for insect mode. And very cool. So I'm actually going to take his gun off there, and let's get into his details. So again, you know, we saw the antenna in robot mode, but yeah, they are cool. They are you can put some blast effects on the ends there, which is very cool. You have 5mm ports, pretty much everything we saw in robot mode, but there is some very nice silver and red detail on the back of the insect mode here. Some really nice detail. Really love that. Makes, you know, just all that black kind of pop out. And you do see some molded detail, but again, most of it we did see in robot mode. So yeah, that is pretty much the bug mode. So very, very cool. So anyways, bringing in Kickback. We got Kickback all transformed into his bug mode here, and just a quick comparison between Shrapnel and Kickback there. So very, very cool. Let's just stand them up and just see how they kind of fare. Of course, you know, Kickback's gonna be a lot taller or whatever. But yeah, the type of beetle that this guy is, I'm not really sure that the name, but he is kind of small and compact, but very, very cool. I really do like the insect mode. Very, very cool. So anyways, yeah, that is the bug mode for Shrapnel. So yeah, let's pause and give me my final thoughts. And I had to just do a quick comparison of this with the G1 figure. So here we have the G1 Shrapnel here, and here we have the new Legacy Evolution Shrapnel. So just a quick comparison. This guy is super loose, but anyways, I think they did a pretty good job of emulating that. And I understand why they have these pieces down here now, because the old school toy did have this piece down here to sort of stabilize the figure. So that is what they did. So very, very cool. A nice nod to the G1 figure there. And I always love the, I'm just gonna put this down, I always love the Insecticon. They have the wheels on the bottom, it's so funny. It's just so cool that he can, like, you know, roll around and stuff. So anyways, just thought I'd do a quick comparison of old and new. Okay, so some final thoughts for Transformers Legacy Evolution Shrapnel here as he spins around on the old turntable. A very, very cool figure and a welcome addition to the Insecticon team. Just waiting for Bombshell now. Can't wait for that figure to be released. And we'll have all three Insecticons in the deluxe class size. And again, I'm really getting used to this size of the deluxe class. I think they scale really well together and they're gonna look awesome as a team. So anyways, yeah, you know, my only complaint about this figure, the Evo Fusion gimmick is like whatever. I mean, the combined guns, nothing we've seen, haven't seen before. But yeah, I just would have liked a little bit more paint, I think, on the insect parts, especially like up here. And I know that would have been a lot, and it probably would have bumped up the price and things like that. But I don't know. I'm just a sucker for like that chrome look on figures. So anyways, a very, very minor complaint. But anyways, this has been the video review for Legacy Evolution Shrapnel. This is Matt in Japan. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And have a great day, guys. Definitely pick this figure up. You won't regret it at all.